Appreciate everybody being here today. We're very excited. This will be our first deposition in our bipartisan investigation into the entire Epstein Island saga. So we've got a lot of questions for former Attorney General Barr. I appreciate his willingness to come in, and hopefully this will be the first of many. I'll answer a few questions.
You set a deadline for tomorrow for DOJ to release the unredacted full Epstein file. Do you expect them to deliver on that?
Well, we're having really good conversations. You have to understand you could imagine how many documents there are. I think that we're going to have I think we'll receive the documents very soon. They're compiling everything together. I think we're working together in a good faith effort, and everything's coming along. I expect to receive the documents very, very soon.
Is that their explanation, though, that there's just so many documents that they can't meet your deadline?
Well, we always get that explanation in every investigation we've done in the 2.5 years I've been here. But I think that I'm confident we're going to get the documents.
Are there other topics you're hoping to ask him about as well, or just Epstein and Maxwell?
Well, the subpoena was just for Epstein. There are some other things that I'm curious about, so we'll see how it goes. But obviously the purpose of this deposition is on Epstein. And when we learn more, I'll be happy to come out and answer some questions. Thank you all for being here.
Former Attorney General Bill Barr's closed-door deposition before the House Oversight Committee wrapped after over 4 hours on Monday, and lawmakers on opposite sides of the aisle had very different interpretations of how it went. Representatives Jasmine Crockett, D. Texas, and Sua Subramaniam, Diva Ate Dundebri Sivan, who represented committee Democrats during the staff-led sit-down, said they were left with more questions now than before Barr's deposition began. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer, RKY, East Hall, the lone Republican present, said Barr shed a lot of light on the Epstein case and said he answered all the questions presented to him. Both sides only spoke with reporters partway through Barr's testimony, which began at 10 a.m. Monday. Fox News Digital witnessed him leaving roughly 30 minutes before 3 p.m. I think the Democratic side is doing most of the heavy lifting, and I don't think we're learning much from the questioning from the House Republicans, Subramaniam said. It doesn't seem like this is something where they are truly caring about the victims and about trying to get to the bottom of what's happening. Crockett said, "It seems like they are going through the motions, and they want people to believe that they are digging in. But at the end of the day, I don't think that we've learned anything through the Republican questioning that you couldn't find in one of the articles that most likely your outlets have printed." Comer told reporters later, by contrast, "Our goal with this investigation is to be transparent." He even lauded Democrats for taking the matter seriously, adding, "This is a bipartisan investigation, and hopefully we'll be able to get the answers the American people want and deserve." When asked about the Democratic lawmakers' attacks on Republicans' line of questioning, however, Comer accused them of playing politics with the situation. "It's unfortunate the Democrats are trying to, it seems to me, politicize this. When you look at the basis of this, horrific crimes against young girls, and of course the Democrats' goal is to try to dig up some type of dirt on President Trump," Comer said. He said Republican staff were asking a lot of tough questions and accused Democrats of operating on a double standard. "I don't ever remember the Democrats subpoenaing a former Democrat attorney general for anything," he said. Comer accused Democrats of trying to create a false narrative connecting Trump and Epstein after Subramaniam floated the possibility of a cover-up by Trump and his allies. "This is a serious investigation. This is a sincere investigation. I hope this will be a bipartisan investigation. I would encourage my Democrat colleagues not to politicize this," Comer said. "I think General Barr answered a lot of questions that probably burst their bubble with respect to he had never communicated with President Trump on a potential Epstein list or anything else, and he had never seen anything that would implicate President Trump." Barr arrived on Capitol Hill nearly an hour before his scheduled deposition, only quipping that the early bird gets the worm in response to a flurry of reporter questions. He was similarly soft-spoken on his way out, even as Fox News Digital and others questioned what he told House investigators. Barr only said absolutely when asked if he had a good conversation Monday. A source familiar with his deposition told Fox News that Barr made clear that President Trump never provided any views or instructions related to the criminal case against Jeffrey Epstein or his death, and that he never saw any evidence suggesting President Trump committed a crime. He further stated that he believed the Biden Department of Justice would have released any incriminating evidence against President Trump if such evidence existed, said the source, who described Barr as cooperative. Barr is the first of several people who were subpoenaed to appear before the House Oversight Committee after Republicans and Democrats voted to direct Comer to open the probe last month. Several other former attorneys general, ex-FBI directors, and even former first couple Bill and Hillary Clinton were also subpoenaed.